Did you know that in just a few seconds, someone can decide if they're attracted to you based on what they see and feel? In fact, studies show that it takes only 1/10 of a second for someone to form an impression about your attractiveness. That's faster than a blink of an eye. And here's the kicker: over 55% of that decision is based on nonverbal cues, like body language and eye contact. So, how do you know if someone's attracted to you? It's not always about words or flirtation. The truth is, attraction is often shown through subtle actions that people don't even realize they're doing. From the way they stand to the questions they ask, these signals are key to understanding whether someone likes you. In this video, we're going to dive deep into the 6 things people do when they're attracted to you. You'll learn how to spot the signs in your everyday interactions. Stick around to discover the powerful psychology behind attraction, and how you can use this knowledge to build better connections, without saying a word. Ready to decode the secrets of attraction? Let's jump in. Chapter 1. Magnetic Presence. How attraction shifts the energy in the room. When someone is attracted to you, their energy shifts. It's almost like there's a magnetic pull in the room. Their posture may become more open, and they may unconsciously lean toward you. This change happens because they're trying to create a connection, even if they don't speak it out loud. A study by the University of Maryland found that when people are attracted to someone, they unconsciously mimic their posture or movements. It's as if their bodies know they want to establish rapport. So, how can you use this? First, recognize that your energy is just as powerful. People are often drawn to those who project confidence and a positive vibe. A simple way to boost your own presence is through good posture. Stand tall, keep your shoulders back, and make sure your body language signals openness and warmth. Another interesting fact? People tend to give more of their attention to someone they are attracted to. This isn't just a polite gesture, it's the brain's way of prioritizing someone's presence. When we focus on others, the brain releases dopamine, the feel-good hormone. This is why conversations with someone who's attracted to you often feel more engaging. They're not just listening, they're connecting. Chapter 2. The Power of Mirroring. Subconscious signals of interest. One of the most fascinating signs that someone is attracted to you is mirroring. Mirroring happens when people subconsciously copy your movements, speech patterns, or gestures. If someone starts to match your posture or speech speed, it's a clear signal they're interested in you. This can be subtle, like them crossing their arms when you do, or it can be more obvious, like leaning forward when you lean forward. According to psychologist Dr. John A. Barg, mirroring is an automatic behavior rooted in empathy. When someone mirrors you, it's their way of showing they understand and want to connect with you. So, why does this happen? It's because the brain naturally aligns itself with others to feel closer. A study from Princeton University showed that mirroring someone's actions can increase trust and likability. People don't do this on purpose, they just do it because it feels natural when they're drawn to you. The next time you notice someone copying your movements, don't ignore it. It could be a sign that they're more connected to you than you realize. You can also use this to your advantage. By subtly mirroring the behavior of others, you can build stronger connections. This doesn't mean you should mimic everything, but simple actions, like matching their tone of voice or the speed at which they speak, can enhance the rapport between you. Chapter 3. Eyes that speak. The language of silent connection. It's often said that the eyes are the window to the soul, and when someone is attracted to you, their eyes will tell you everything. Eye contact is one of the most powerful nonverbal cues of attraction. When someone looks deeply into your eyes, it can trigger a sense of connection. In fact, research from the University of Chicago reveals that people are more likely to fall in love or develop deeper feelings if they maintain eye contact with someone for extended periods. But it's not just the act of looking that signals attraction, it's the intensity of the gaze. People who are drawn to you often have dilated pupils. This happens because the brain is processing emotions and drawing you in. You can test this out by looking at someone for a few seconds. If their pupils dilate, it's a sign that they're emotionally engaged. Interestingly, the way someone looks at you can also depend on how comfortable they are. If the eye contact is soft, it's usually a sign of affection or warmth. If they break the gaze quickly, it might indicate nervousness or uncertainty. Either way, the eyes are a direct reflection of the emotion someone feels toward you. By becoming more aware of these signs, you can start to read the people around you more effectively. When you catch someone's gaze and hold it, you'll likely feel a deeper, more personal connection forming. And if you're interested in someone, don't shy away from eye contact. It can help build a bond more quickly than words alone. If you're finding these tips useful, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on more secrets of human connection and attraction. Let's move on to the next chapter. Chapter 4. Unseen Actions. Subtle yet powerful body language shifts. When someone is attracted to you, their body language can speak volumes without them even realizing it. These changes often happen so subtly that they're easy to overlook, but once you recognize them, you'll start to notice them everywhere. One of the most common body language shifts is the mirroring of gestures. For example, if someone leans toward you, chances are they're interested in what you're saying, or in you. The same goes for crossing arms or touching their face. These small movements can reveal a lot about how they feel. A study published in Psychology Today reveals that people who are attracted to someone tend to face them directly, positioning their body to engage more fully. This is a natural response to the desire for connection. When people turn their bodies away, they're signaling discomfort or a lack of interest. But when they face you, their body language says, "I'm open to you." Understanding this simple truth can help you gauge whether someone is truly engaged in a conversation or just going through the motions. Interestingly, studies show that physical closeness, even when it's just an inch or two, can trigger feelings of attraction. A 2015 study by the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships found that people are more likely to form romantic connections with those they stand or sit closer to in social settings. So, don't be afraid to notice when someone moves closer to you or starts reducing the physical space between you. These subtle actions often speak louder than words. To enhance your own body language, try to remain open and inviting in social situations. Crossed arms, looking down, or turning your body away can create barriers between you and others. Instead, lean in slightly and make eye contact. When people sense openness, they're more likely to feel comfortable around you, building a stronger connection. Chapter 5. The Interest Dance. How conversations take a different turn. Conversations with people who are attracted to you often take a turn from the usual small talk to deeper, more personal topics. When there's attraction, the conversation flows more naturally. People tend to ask questions that reveal more about your life, interests, and emotions. This is a clear sign they want to know you on a deeper level. Instead of generic questions like, "What do you do for work?" you might get something more thoughtful like, "What do you love most about what you do?" Research from the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships suggests that when someone is interested in you, they are more likely to seek shared experiences. They may bring up things you have in common, often in a way that deepens the bond between you. A simple statement like, "I love hiking, have you ever been?" can create a sense of intimacy and mutual understanding. Another unique fact is that when someone is attracted to you, they tend to offer more personal compliments, but not just about your appearance. A study by the University of California found that people who are attracted to someone often praise their intelligence, sense of humor, and kindness, rather than simply commenting on physical traits. This deeper form of flattery shows that they are more interested in who you are as a person, rather than just how you look. If you're trying to connect with someone, one of the best strategies is to be genuinely curious about them. Ask thoughtful questions that encourage them to open up. Avoid asking questions that can be answered with a simple yes or no. When you get people talking about their passions or life experiences, it builds a sense of connection that's stronger than surface-level small talk. Chapter 6. The Silent Compliment. How actions speak louder than words. Sometimes, the most powerful signals of attraction come not from what people say, but from what they do. When someone is attracted to you, they often demonstrate it through actions rather than words. For instance, they might offer to help you with something or take time out of their day to check in on you. These silent compliments are powerful because they show thoughtfulness, care, and an underlying desire to connect. A fascinating study by the University of Cambridge found that when people like someone, they are more likely to go out of their way to do something kind for them. This could be as simple as holding the door open or offering a helping hand without being asked. These actions are often more telling than verbal compliments because they show a genuine willingness to make your life easier or more enjoyable. The key here is to recognize that attraction often leads people to show affection through acts of service. As Dr. Gary Chapman explains in his book The 5 Love Languages, Acts of service are one of the primary ways people express love and care. When someone goes out of their way to do something thoughtful for you, it's often their way of showing interest. A person who takes the time to remember your favorite coffee order or makes an effort to support you during a tough day is expressing attraction without ever needing to say a word. If you want to connect with someone on a deeper level, consider the power of small acts of kindness. Don't just wait for compliments or grand gestures. Show up for people in small, meaningful ways. Whether it's sending a thoughtful message or offering to help with something they care about, these actions can make a world of difference in building a strong and lasting connection. If you enjoyed learning these powerful signs of attraction, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. That way, you'll be the first to discover more tips on how to build stronger connections and improve your personal development.